CM Punk, the World Heavyweight Champion. Of course, on the road to WrestleMania, him being one of the top, of course, world champions in WWE and the champion of Monday Night Raw, he has to, or somehow, find out his opponent for the grandest stage of them all, WrestleMania. And today, I'll be giving you 3 possible opponents for CM Punk at WrestleMania. So I hope you enjoyed this video. It's going to be an awesome to record. Always remember to smash that subscribe button to the Flipping channel. And let's get into this one. And my first pick to face CM Punk at WrestleMania 42 is the badass Bron Breakker. Of course, we saw these two fight against each other on the first Raw of 2026 for the World Heavyweight Championship, where CM Punk clutched up and beat Bron Breakker. Obviously, of course, even if the Vision got involved, Bron Breakker still couldn't get the title on his shoulder, with Penta and the Luchadors, of course, in Dragon Lee, I think, getting involved in the match, taking out the Vision for, of course, CM Punk to capitalise and, of course, retain the World Heavyweight Championship. But I don't think their story is over yet. I think Bron Breakker has to win a world title this year. And I think we could possibly see Bron Breakker win the Elimination Chamber in February in CM Punk's hometown of Chicago to book his spot for possibly a Night 1 main event against CM Punk for the World Heavyweight Championship in his final opportunity for the title. Of course, that title, unless, of course, be CM Punk champion. And there's a lot of routes they could go down here. With Bron Breakker possibly winning the Chamber to face CM Punk, we could see a lineup of a Seth freaking Rollins return. Of course, him relinquishing the championship back in October 2025 due to a shoulder injury. He is deemed to come back just before WrestleMania or at WrestleMania. So we possibly could see Seth Rollins cost Bron Breakker his chance at the World Heavyweight Championship, meaning we get a long rivalry going into SummerSlam of Breakker and Rollins. Of course, with all this Vision beef and everything that's been going on for the last year and a half in that moment of time, of course, to finally possibly give Bron Breakker a big win by beating Rollins in a rivalry. Possibly they put Breakker over, or they put him under, I meant, like Rollins to win him. But there's a lot of ways they can go down. Possibly Bron Breakker just wins. Bron Breakker defeats CM Punk WrestleMania to finally become a world champion, only just being in 2 years on the roster. It would be one of the best title wins in a long while, being one of the youngest world champions in history to win a world title that fast as well, since coming up from, of course, NXT. And there's a lot of decent ways they're going down with the Vision getting involved, with loads, maybe Penta and them not getting involved, Seth Rollins, possibly the Usos getting involved with CM Punk. There's so many ways they could go with this. So I think this was probably the #1 likely opponent. And this is why I put him first, because the other two are maybes. But I think this is our guarantee on opponent to face CM Punk in the main event at Night 1 of WrestleMania, in my opinion. What do you lot think? I don't know. But let's move on. My second choice, which is still quite a realistic choice, is the OTC Roman Reigns. With Roman Reigns being the odds-on favourite to win the 2026 Royal Rumble in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, there is heavy rumours that we are going to get the finale between Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania 42 for the undisputed WWE Championship. But there's still always a possibility that Roman Reigns turns down the chance to face Cody Rhodes for a third time and goes differently by facing the best in the world, CM Punk, for the World Heavyweight Championship at WrestleMania to be the top dog on Monday Night Raw and reunite the bloodline. With, of course, the Usos being the tag team champions in Monday Night Raw, could we see Roman Reigns complete it? Of course, realign the bloodline, being world champion once again, and bringing back 2021 Prime Bloodline, which calls ruled SmackDown, but could be this time 5 years later, rolling the red brand Monday Night Raw, which would be amazing for ratings and would make Raw on Netflix by far an easy big show over SmackDown, and that will not be hard. That is one thing we definitely know. And is there a good chance? Yes. Roman Reigns CM Punk is a star match. These two are some of the two biggest in the company, of course. And to have these two face off in possibly Night 1 or even Night 2 main event of WrestleMania because of the caliber of this match. Roman Reigns being one of the greatest of all time, and CM Punk being one of the top merchandise sellers and loved by the fans, and of course loved by many. This would be a starstruck match We could see the Vision get involved in this match, try to ruin it, and again, possibly Seth Rollins return, the Usos getting involved. So many things happen in this match, which this match could possibly go down, if they were to do it, as one of the greatest WrestleMania matches of all time, as these two are put on a class match. We saw WrestleMania 41 in the triple threat, which included Seth freaking Rollins. That Roman Reigns and CM Punk do have good in-ring chemistry, so to possibly see them in a one-on-one ring, I would not be against it. Of course, I would have Roman Reigns the favourite to beat CM Punk. Of course, Roman Reigns' aim to finish this, of course, rebuild story and the comeback story since losing his championship nearly 2 years ago at WrestleMania 42. Of course, the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, for him to finish the story. Roman Reigns needs to finish his story and once again become world champion, and possibly he could do that by defeating CM Punk and ending the title reign where CM Punk won the vacant title back in November. So is this a good possibility? Yes. And I think this could be a debate for number one, but it's not my number one right now, as the odds-on favourite is Roman Reigns vs Cody Rhodes for the undisputed WWE Championship for the third and final time, being the trilogy. But let's see who I think the third option could be. And my third and final opponent for CM Punk is the ring general, the man who made John Cena tap out like a little, you know what, Gunther. The ring general, former two-time world heavyweight champion. Of course, Gunther held the World Championship last year going into WrestleMania, basically in CM Punk's position right now. Of course, he lost the championship, kicking off WrestleMania 41 to main event Jey Uso, which caused a lot of backlash. He then reclaimed the championship back in June by tapping out Jey Uso to become a two-time World Heavyweight Champion and hold it until SummerSlam, which then he lost to the best in the world, CM Punk, before of course CM Punk got cashed in on by Seth freaking Rollins. But now Gunther has got some of the best momentum he's had in a long time after retiring Goldberg and John Cena in the space of 6 months. The greatest of all time, never seen 17, and one of WCW's greatest legends and one of the best, you know, wrestlers you could say. A lot of debate, but one of the best, Goldberg, you know. Gunther has got a lot of momentum on his side, and he's now looking to once again become a world champion in WWE, to become possibly a 3-time world champion. He's staying on Raw, he's not moving to SmackDown. But of course, right now on the side, he's got the AJ Styles rivalry. AJ Styles is having respect for John Cena and not letting Gunther get away with his pure disrespect towards the greatest of all time. So there's a good possibility that possibly in AJ Styles' retirement match, we're going to see AJ Styles vs Gunther at WrestleMania, where Gunther could beat AJ Styles and retire another man, retire 3 of the greatest wrestlers in the space of a year. But it's still a possibility that we get that match at the Royal Rumble, and maybe Gunther inserts himself or gets a qualification match into the Elimination Chamber and wins the damn thing to face CM Punk WrestleMania and possibly reclaim the World Championship after over 6 months without the title. Maybe, just maybe, getting the championship back could make Gunther already a Hall of Famer, you know, for retiring many legends. If he's retiring AJ Styles in this period of time and becoming a 3-time world champion, it could be so good for Gunther. We could see some good matches as well, and possibly, if CM Punk gets further in the division, we could see a proper Gunther vs CM Punk rivalry. As of course, the last time these two faced, CM Punk had his nose stuck in the Vision storyline, and we didn't really have any build-up towards the Gunther CM Punk match at SummerSlam for the World Heavyweight Championship. So this time round it could be very different if they decide to pull it off. It's very unlikely, but I think there's always a slight chance. I wouldn't be against seeing Gunther, it would not be my first choice, but I can see WWE pulling out this Gunther move, you know, because Gunther is one of their top guys and they really, really like Gunther. They're giving him some of the best opportunities, of course, being able to retire Goldberg, John Cena, and now looking odds-on favourite to retire AJ Styles. The Styles already confirmed in 2025 that 2026 will be his retirement year and he will hang up the boots after nearly 25 years of being in the ring. So Gunther is possible a chance. He's got a possible chance of being at WrestleMania 42, defeating the best in the world, and getting another chance at the World Heavyweight Championship. Of course, for this time in nearly about 2 years, being a 3-time world champion would be absolutely incredible for him. But what do you lot think? Who will CM Punk face at WrestleMania to defend his World Heavyweight Championship against him? Possibly winning, retaining the championship, or losing to one of these guys and dropping the championship after, of course, him winning it back in November at Saturday's main event, defeating Jey Uso. But thank you for watching this video. It has been nice to record. Always remember, smash the like and subscribe button to the living channel, and I'll see you all day faces soon. Goodbye, guys.